the result then. Perfect. There is something that strikes you guys. I guess sort of strikes Ace in a certain regard. There is no food present. None stocked, none hanging, nothing. You guys do smell meat, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I don't like that.
No.
There's no food here.
Jesus. Oh God.
But there is meat. And unless someone would have described that those racks were drying racks, or I guess it was Badger. Unless he described it, I'm just gonna assume that it's just meat and try to find the source.
I wouldn't trust any meat you find here. There's drying racks outside, just covered. Don't trust it.
It does smell.
What?
It does smell stronger in here.
Oh God.
I'm saying this predominantly to Ace and Badger because they would technically detect it outside.
Yeah.
Is it all around the place, or am I able to try and find it, the source?
That's gonna be a different survival check. This is a sheer detection one. Let's see about the tracking of it.
Normal.
Advantage.
Oh, nice.
It's so strong in here that you can't exactly source it.
Pacha, when you say that there's drying racks with meat, what do you mean? What kind of meat?
Oh, sorry. Was that directed towards me? My wife was distracting me.
Yeah.
Wife.
Pesky.
I'd like
wife.
to ask you what kind of meat?
What kind of meat did I see?
Roll me your history, using any mental stat, whichever your strongest one is. Because you guys aren't in the red zone, right? You guys aren't peering into the chalk zone right now. So roll me your history first, and then we'll see if you can recall what it might have looked like afterwards. So what's your best mental modifier?
Let's see.
I would assume like wisdom or something.
Yeah, it's wisdom.
Okay, so just hit history and we can just add the differential.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop.
So I add 2 to that.
Okay, well, no, no advantage, I'm afraid. But roll me either nature or you could roll your lore Makar.
See.
Either one.
What's my nature sitting at? You know what? I'll do the lore.
Fair enough. Oh!
Oh, yo!
Ooh.
What big
There's
roll?
there's so many nat 20s today. It's like last week.
And we will
Yes, I
check
got
it.
one of them.
Except this week we have a lot more nat 1s showing up. Last week it was
well,
like no nat 1s, all nat 20s.
Yeah, there's one nat one, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, Badger, you unfortunately recognize clearly what that type of flesh is. I think we're all thinking it.
Yep.
That of a long pig.
Mm-hmm.
A tall pig.
Yep.
The meat is us.
Denver just stopped sniffing.
Well,
That is
probably
highly
not you.
disturbing.
Yeah, probably not me.
No,
Either way,
he's a goblin.
Yeah, goblins are terrible to eat. Don't recommend it.
How does he know?
Denver just stares at you.
Why does he know? Why does he know?
Anyway, I can't find the source. It's too strong in here.
Oh.
I have a question, Crash.
Yes.
I'm assuming that in this setting, it is not uncommon for undead creatures to consume flesh.
Not at all. Not at all, but you can roll me your history or religion. If anyone's proficient in history or religion, you can roll it.
Religion.
I'm proficient in religion.
Neither.
Neither.
What was the other one? History?
Oh, sorry, that was
Yeah.
the GM.
That's a nat 20, I'll take it.
With a 4 guidance.
Max guidance, baby.
What did I get? I don't have the 20 open. No, okay.
Not bad.
Not terrible.
Look at those double nat 20s. Beautiful.
I'm not the most pious, but
Anyone else?
No.
Anyone else trained in the ways of religion or history? Right. So yeah, it's a very interesting line of thought, Caradoc. Undead do eat the living. Undead that prepare flesh is different. There's not many that do
Yeah.
that. 2, usually undead that eat people aren't so magically inclined or capable of this sort of enchantment effect. No, not physical ones. Spectral ones, yes. Physical ones, very, very few. And also, if it is incorporeal, they don't need to eat flesh. Because they can't. They literally can't. Like, yeah, it's literally impossible. They're incorporeal.
oh,
So,
Because
either
what I
you're
was-
dealing with a physical undead that is way out of your guys' league right now, or there's some sort of incorporeal undead that's an anomaly, or maybe something else.
My thinking was that a lot of the spores seem to infect the dead.
That they do.
So what if the spores infected an undead creature that then gained the same sort of self-awareness and sapience that Irina did?
Maybe.
I think that's what Caradoc said in Fred's voice.
Okay. So I will give you on a natural 20. If you use Irina as a precedent, there would probably be spores of a different coloration. You have not seen such in your mummer vision.
yeah, they were all orange.
In fairness, how much can you trust your mummer vision? But
I don't at all.
fair enough.
Was it meat or was it flesh that was seen? Like skin? Was it like actually meat that was drying?
Meat. No skin attached.
Bacon strips.
Okay.
Yeah, like bacon strips. Like jerky. You know, dried jerky with the skin still on. Unless that's a
Jerky.
practice I don't know about, but yeah.
Probably is.
I kind of want to try something.
Yeah.
All right.
The
Hop
meat?
on.
Where was well, we don't know where the meat is, but I want to fix that. Where was Denver doing her sniffing around?
And just in the one of the interior hallways of the house.
Mhm.
The smell was all around, and at a 12 survival, unsourceable.
Unsourceable.
To Denver, there's
You prepare food in the kitchen.
Ah.
I'd like to go to the kitchen.
you go into the kitchen.
I guess is it too much to like actually cover my eyes? I could just close them, but I think it's cooler if I just cover my eyes. So he would take his like muffler mask, bring it up past his nose and cover his eyes like a blindfold.
Gotcha.
And then using his other senses, even getting on his hands and knees to sort of like feel any like blood stains on the floor, try and see if he could find where if meat was prepared here, human flesh.
Okay.
Because it's his eyes being tricked right now, more than anything. So if he can rely on his other senses, sort of visualizing in his head what this place actually looks like, maybe he can try and push past the illusion that way.
Okay, I'm game. Roll me an investigation. You can use your wisdom or your constitution opposed to your intelligence.
My con and the intelligence are the same, but fuck it. I'll use my constitution even though it changes nothing. So this plus 0.
Not bad.
Did I use my
Not
inspiration
bad.
already? I think I did, right?
Did you? I don't think so.
I know
Well,
someone did. I don't remember who.
when
might have
would
been
we
you.
have used it?
What was the question?
Someone
Did
used
you
their
use
inspiration.
Wow.
I use it for that medicine because I got a 6+4.
Oh, right. There you go.
Alright, so take that off.
Okay, so 17, still pretty good.
Yeah.
You close your eyes and begin feeling your way around the place, opening the rest of your senses. You're hearing the desolation and silence and solitude around you. Hi, Tingo. He saw me wave my hands around. He jumped on my desk. Hi, buddy. You feel a cat? No, not really. You open up the rest of your senses as well, depriving your vision, your sight. And once again, you're greeted with that wet sensation on your gloves. That of blood. Then the smell of the blood hits you. That not dried, but old scent. Been out here probably a day or so. Maybe less. You begin feeling, and you detect as you are reaching around on the counter space, a board. A wooden cutting board from the feeling of it. Wet. No blood, though.
No meat.
Little scraps. But not any major cuts. Fillets or things of the like. Silver skin, that's the way to describe it.
Yeah, the trimmings.
The trimmings, exactly. You guys all see him feeling around an empty counter space. Looking very, very much like a blind person going about their day-to-day.
I'll let him do his thing. But I'm gonna try sniffing in here since I was able to smell it before. I'm still trying to see if I can find the source, whether or not I can roll for that or whatever.
Roll survival again.
Can do. Straight or advantage?
Advantage. It can go.
Avantage. Survival.
Buddy.
Nice!
It's super strong here. This isn't the only place where it's strong from, but this is one of them.
I think after a moment of some sniffing, Denver will look at Hawk and say, "You feel anything?"
You see him make like an okay gesture with his hand and hold up nothing. But I feel it. I know it's there. Give it a little wiggle. He says,
You give it a little wiggle, and Denver, as he does so, it kicks up a bit, and you begin smelling something else on top of that. Spices.
I found scraps.
Salt, pepper, vinegar.
Well, that makes sense. It reeks a bit more in here. Is there any like cupboards, pantry?
Yeah.
I'll go to a cupboard if there or a pantry rather. I mean like a full size one and open it and
like
see
a
if it
little rack.
smells worse because I really don't feel like feeling meat at the moment. If there is anything in there.
No, nothing. You don't say anything.
I don't. No, I guess extra smell comes out of there or anything.
Nope.
Okay. I'll open cupboards. Anything that's closed, I'll open. Walking around Hawk, who I imagine still has his eyes covered.
There's one of them where you get a larger scent of spice, but there's nothing in there.
What about up here? And if you still have your eyes closed, I'll grab your wrist and bring your hand to the thing I just opened. See if you can feel the spice jars.
Mm-hmm.
You do.
Yep. Feeling around shelves. The spice jars are invisible to her. Is that right?
They're visible to both of you, technically, but yeah.
Okay.
You just have your eyes covered anyway.
By virtues of blindness, yes, it is indeed invisible.
If I wrap my hands around one of those spice jars,
Yep.
Tightly, does she see my fingers, like the pads of my fingers, pressing against something?
Yes. You see them compress like a mime, except there's actually something there.
Fast jars, I assume.
Say again.
I said spice jars, I assume.
Well, a jar of some kind. Feel around for the lid, take it off, and
It's like a
Stick a finger in the jar.
like Like a little thin,
Skin the jar.
square bottom, tall, so it's rectangular. Little screw-on cap at the top. Little like mason jar thing. You give it a sniff. It smells lemony.
It smells lemony. Though I don't really know my spices too well.
Mm.
What's a lemon? You'd probably say it smells tart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It smells tart.
That tracks. Anything else on there, or just jars?
It's a lot of jars.
Yeah, put the lid back on. Feel all the shells. I assume it's all jars.
Yeah.
Just spices for days, feels like.
That's the only thing I smelled out of these cupboards, but I don't see anything in any of them, so...
So whoever's preparing meat here, and if it's human meat, like Badger was saying, they got a refined palate.
Yeah.
I guess so. Was there a dining room?
There ain't no undead that has a palate like this.
Yeah.
Aside from vampires, but no one knows what those are, so ignore that.
Is there a dining room?
Yeah. The kitchen extends right to it.
I thought as much.
There is a plate there.
Oh! I think without saying anything, Denver will just grab your wrist again.
No cutlery though, just a plate.
Hawk, and start walking you over to a room.
Where are we going?
Dining room.
Hits the side of the door frame. Ah!
Ah, shit, I
I
forgot.
want you all to imagine Denver dragging Hawk through the house like a fucking service dog.
Lol. They just have like a little red vest that they put on before this.
Yeah, you're really hitting the
Jesus.
notes. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just imagining just Robert just stopping dead in the hallway, just watching these two walk past, and just like, well, anyway.
It does look pretty weird.
Yeah. She's like, well, I'm on my day.
Yeah.
You're like, where are we going? Dining room. It's time to take your meds. But no, I say dining room, and I lead him. Is there a chair in front of the plate?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I sit you down in a chair.
Sad.
Look, if it's dinner time, I don't think I want what you're offering.
Well, I need you to feel it at least. There's a plate in front of you. That's it.
He finds the plate.
You find the plate. You feel the meat.
I feel the meat.
Does he feel
Is this-
spicy?
No, I guess you wouldn't feel the meat. You would feel the bone.
Oh,
Ah!
That'd be all that's left over. Yeah, it'd be you feel the bones. I guess technically.
can I identify the bones?
These are ones that are really obvious. Rib bones.
How big are they?
Do you want to know the answer to that?
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Child-sized.
Oh.
You see him press his lips together, and gives a nod. Rips.
Hold one up.
Feels like.
Do you hold one up?
Yeah.
I try to feel it myself.
Roll my investigation.
Can do. Normal?
I'd say advantage. She's technically helping you.
Alright.
There's nothing. There's nothing. You move your hand and you just keep moving like there's nothing there. To
Oh, that's
Hawk,
freaky.
to Hawk, you can feel the bone pivot in your fingers because that's how you're holding it. With your finger, your thumbs.
Mhm.
And you can feel it pivot like someone pushing it because someone is pushing it.
Still can't feel it. Or see it, for that matter.
That's some powerful stuff because you're moving it. I can feel you moving it.
Jesus.
Hell, he just lets it drop back into the plate.
Given that Jin survived the nail bed piece with the ball bearing, I guess it shouldn't be too surprising.
Guess not. So we've got a dinner plate. We had spices. And the smell of meat.
The upstairs seems clear of traps. Who knows of any hidden things? All that is left to check is the basement. Should we check upstairs for any potential leads on what dark power lingers here? Vice
Everything
shrugs.
spooky happens in basements. I don't know if I'd have much precedent for basement spookiness.
You know, everyone else, yes.
Yep. Denver's like, all right, let's go to the basement.
You
next."
You passed through the free roam, so you probably heard some free roamer tales. So yeah, I would say you could.
They're just stories.
Yeah, there's stories though.
Nothing bad ever happens in a basement.
Yeah. Alright.
Denver
Currently,
probably
my
Side
working
of
theory is either
base.
some sort of symbiotic relationship or possession or both.
A
You
possession.
said
Eva thinks
Pardon?
about it for a moment. A possession. Mayhaps that be what happens here. There's some specter that doth control someone.
That would explain the refined, ghastly palette.
If that's the case, then why is it doing this whole rigmarole with the illusions and whatnot? Why not just claim us already? What's it waiting for?
Did
A
Jin
trap
enter
needs
in?
bait.
I wanted to.
Okay, so you would have been in there, gotcha. So I was mean it would he in by extension because you wouldn't leave you outside with yourself.
Yeah, that's fair. He doesn't
Yeah.
not trust this place to be alone in.
Fair.
maybe it's not hungry.
I doubt that very much.
We're all still here. Looks around to double check that.
Yeah.
You're all still here. Even Irina.
I expect you to say like a name of someone that's not actually supposed to be here.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, there's
Even
just
even Bob.
Even
You're all still
Yeah,
here, including
Robert's over
Alexander Whitelock.
I'm schizophrenic and have
What is the fucking sound? What are you fucking doing? She keeps sawing.
I'm schizophrenic and have a hankering for human flesh.
Oh, base.
Muncha.
Stay away from the voodoo.
Oh god.
I think looking at Caradoc, Hawk will say, if it's eating human flesh, I don't know. It's preparing it, sure, but I've never known someone, ghost or otherwise, eating human flesh out of pleasure. Necessity, usually.
I mean, I feel like if it was necessity, it'd probably just leave, right? The whole city.
Nowhere.
A ghost wouldn't be able to leave the place that they're tied to. But why the human flesh, though, sis? There gotta be other ways of getting food around here.
Right.
Like what?
I don't know, sis. Like, grow them plants out there or something. I don't know.
The plants
Or
have
they-
in fact be
There's an
pollution.
abundance of people. Growing plants takes time and resources.
Fire
To be
salt
honest,
finger. There is one test we can do. The people that travel through here. Well, the travelers. All travelers carry rations. He looks to you, Hawk. Have you found any?
Not a lick. Spices in the cupboard, but nothing preserved, nothing fried.
Jin wants to check himself to see if his food is still there. At
Yeah.
the presenting
It's
of
still there.
rations. Okay.
Yep, still there. You found a set of ribs. There's meat outside. But surely there should be more. No?
More what?
A stockpile.
Exactly. More pieces. As grim as it sounds.
And the extras. Clothing, etc.
Unless it eats that much, bruv. Eva grimaces at that. Ugh.
If it was so big that it needed to eat that much, then it wouldn't have bothered hiding.
Maybe it's not. Maybe we still just can't see it.
All the mummers, your guys' minds go to the large thing that crests out there in the abyss.
Hey guys, what's up?
You can still see it every now and again, by the way. If you guys ever have a line of sight out all the way out there, you guys can see it show up every now and again. So, what would we be doing then?
If we're continuing our investigation, we've got an upstairs and we've got a downstairs. Pick.
Downstairs off and Eva grimaces again. Problematic.
So
Well, do you want to rip the
upstairs?
band-aid off first, or see what's upstairs?
As much as I hate
If
to
I...
say
Go ahead.
it- much as I hate to say it, the quicker we get to the unsavory, the sooner we can get out of here, as far as I can tell.
And...
So we
And
go
if
down
I
to
were-
the belly.
Go ahead.
Go down to the belly of the beast. Was all I was gonna say.
And out
Dramatic.
the demon's ass.
I mean,
If I recall
Technically-
correctly, there's a door out of the basement.
Speaking of doors,
Mm-hmm.
the door slams shut.
The table doesn't stop it.
It does. It goes through it.
The table doesn't exist.
As in it
No,
breaks or it goes
Like,
through it?
like it physically breaks
Oh,
the table.
that way.
Mm.
Wow.
I am closing.
Denver will
goddamn-
whip around and go, God damn it, I knew we should have put two.
The
I
door
don't think two is gonna stop that.
I will say the door still looks pristine. By the sound of it, it should not be pristine. So there's likely a hole in it that the table made. When two wooden things collide together, they both shatter.
Mhm.
But visually, you guys all see an intact door.
Oh, okay,
So then it makes a
we're-
fun thing of like, technically you can leave, you just gotta get through the illusion.
I think it's sort of out in that.
Not enough.
Yeah,
So is this the part where we all get possessed and eaten? I don't really know if I'm alright for that.
Most likely. At that
Okay.
comment, Jin is going to go and put his hand where he believes a hole should be.
There is a hole there.
There's a hole there.
How
Can he like
big
put his
is it?
hand through the door?
You ever see a shotgun take down a door? It's something like that.
Hmm.
So there's like, I don't know, like a foot diameter hole. I guess maybe
So-
not perfect diameter, but you know what I mean.
So if you're desperate, you could try to wiggle through it, or you could at least use that as a breaking point.
The door is locked now, if that means anything, but
It's dramatic.
keep in mind, these are solid wood, because no one made hollow wood doors in the medieval age. But take the effort of hollowing out you have a wood set.
Why would I waste wood like that?
That's insulation right there, baby. So it is a solid wood door, but you know, you guys could still break it down.
Yeah.
Especially with the Kanabo.
Yeah.
Do we
Or
want
maybe
to
it
do
has
that
axe.
now?
Let's go.
Or only my first reaction is knock it down and run away, but like, you know. Do we want to look downstairs first? Or
Did it
just embrace
sound-
the chaos?
I guess we only had the one door open. I was gonna say, did it sound like any doors downstairs would have slammed, but we didn't have them open, so.
You guys look at the
Yeah.
basement door, and it's ajar now.
Oh, well, if that ain't an invitation, I
We're
don't know
being
what is.
guided.
I say we go down there.
I mean,
I agree.
they've gift wrapped it for us.
I agree, but we should probably have an escape in case we need an escape.
How
Well,
fast
that's
can you break down a door?
He unsheathes his Kanabo. I decided to find out.
Make an attack roll. The
Yeah.
AC is 10. It's a stationary object.
Now
It takes half
watch.
damage because you're not using a siege weapon, but we'll see.
Now behold, as I fucking take a shit ton of psychic damage. Do I have advantage because it's a door?
Yeah, technically.
It's a locked door in place. It can't move if it wanted to.
Roll the
I'm
damage.
dying.
It doesn't seem to. Well, actually, roll me your investigation.
I can. Also, hey, is it okay for me to switch from chain to splint mail? Like we've had
Yeah, sure.
time to swap things. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I just
you did
noticed
that
it.
time.
Investigatione. I don't have advantage on that, and I'm assuming fucking 11.
Yeah, you hit
Got it.
against it, but nothing seems to happen. Actually, all of you can roll investigation.
Yeah, I was gonna say Denver's gonna close her eyes.
If you're nearby to witness a lumberjack competition.
Can
Actually,
I
wait, he
close
doesn't.
my eyes and try to hear if it's breaking?
Oh, Jesus.
Well,
Okay.
I'll try to do
15
swimming
is
spot.
good.
We're
Jesus
maintaining
Christ.
swimming spot.
Uh,
We're maintaining.
Uh,
We're maintaining.
The tradition
you would
of doors are the
Denver,
greatest
you would
D&D
have
villain.
advantage.
Sorry, say that
Denver,
again.
you would have advantage.
Denver has advantage.
Listening for it.
I'm as stumped as